These ransomware attacks, it's interesting. We're reading more and more on the Ascension, many times over confirmed, ransomware attack. Now, the FBI, the authorities, everyone's been notified and everybody's involved at figuring out A, what happened, and B, where do we go from here? This system might be paralyzed for a little while, and they have 35,000 affiliated providers. So what does that mean for a provider? Well, if the system's down, do you go back to paper notes? How does that impact your patient charting? How does it impact your schedule? If you've got cases, are they postponed? What if you're on a production model? Does it hurt your income? Now, these are things that we don't know the answer to. I have no idea how internally they're going to handle it. We haven't been contacted by any of their physicians yet saying that there's an issue with their structure, their compensation plan, or their earnings. But this is something that everybody should keep in mind. There's few things that the employer can do when it comes to, there's a lot of things they can do preventing these attacks, but there's few things they can do once they're already in place outside of making sure it's never going to happen again, making sure that it's corrected as fast as possible, which might mean shutting down the system. It might mean recapturing things. You may have lost things in your production that were captured in the prior weeks or days leading up to it. We don't know. And I think we won't know for quite some time. So what can you do as a physician? I think it's very important to make sure you understand the policies of the organization if and when these things happen. It's important to know if you're on a guarantee, what happens if there's an outage such as this. We've seen tornadoes come through and knock hospitals off their foundations before. We've obviously seen a pandemic and lived through that and what's happened with people's production and their compensation that's tied to it. So at the end of the day, we'll keep an eye on this Ascension hack, if you will, or this ransomware attack, as it may be called. But if we can help with anything this type of related, give us a call. We'll be here at Contract Diagnostics to listen. We have a free 15-minute web inquiry on our website that you can call and talk to us anytime about any situation, this kind of stuff included. And we may not have the answer, but at least we can guide you on how to have a reasonable conversation with the employer to move the needle forward bit by bit.